So, the state backed dictatorship in Argentina and in other countries in Latin America was all under the umbrella of Operation Condor, which was backed by the United States. What is your opinion on the U.S. taking such a big part in not just a country but an entire region's government, basically controlling the governments?
You mean if I like it or I don't? I think it's wrong. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't think you know the, this country, always say they are the freedom fighter and and democracy. They shouldn't get involved, especially influence other countries. And you
Dictatorship.
know, and I know they do. I think it was totally wrong because the I mean they participate in assassination and torture in different countries, especially in Chile, Argentina too, Paraguay, Uruguay, Brazil, a lot in Brazil, also in Central America.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's the right thing to do for a country like United States.
Mm-hmm.
They always call themselves they are the freedom fighter. I don't think it's right, especially in that time.
They just
I
didn't.
remember a movie
Mm-hmm.
that I mentioned to you before. Was a French movie with Yves Montand, great actor, uh, directed by Costa Gavras. Was called State of Siege.
State of siege. Yeah.
State of Siege, yeah. Estado de sitio in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
State of Siege in French. It was about it wasn't a documentary. It was a movie, but based in a true event. There was this guy. I think I mentioned when you asked me for that the Tupamaro kidnapped
Mm-hmm.
him. He was the CIA agent
Yeah.
according to the Tupamaro, but
In Uruguay.
he portrayed himself as a CEO of a corporation in
Mm-hmm.
Uruguay. And through that movie, what I think it was 1972 or 1973. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. But I think that through that, I found out that a lot of things, what's going on. That was you got a chance to watch that movie. You're gonna see, what was what the United States was, the influence of the United States on those countries. You know,
Mm-hmm.
especially in Central America and Brazil and Argentina, Uruguay. They under I think Henry Kissinger was
Yeah.
was the mastermind. I think, and the CIA. So you asked me it was right or wrong. I think it was wrong. I didn't like that.
When did you find out that the U.S. was kind of behind everything, supporting the government? And do you think all
Uh,
this would have happened without the U.S. support?
it's hard to tell, but and I think the USA influence has a lot has a lot of it has a lot to do with it, because without the United States support, I don't think they could go that far. I'm not sure, you can tell what could it be, but hypothetically, I think they got a lot of support from the United States, so they made it easy for them to do what they did
Mm-hmm.
because everything was against communism.
Yeah.
But then it wasn't just communism. It was some people was against government because the corruption, oppression, and things like that.
And the economy got worse.
Economy, but they put everything in the same bag, against communism. I don't think that there was the answers, I don't think the United States should be involved in them. But you know how politics works.
Do you think something like this could happen again, anywhere? In like
I don't think
America?
I don't think it's in South America. I don't think because people by experience, I think the people by experience they learn. But it could happen in other countries. You never know. It could happen in Africa. Now that China has a lot of influence in other countries, has influence in Latin America, influence in Africa too. In countries that the United States don't pay attention, other countries have the influence. So I think that's the way the world works, look, and politics, economics.